in the AM, get our coffee ready, get the chit chatting, moving forward, acknowledging that struggle leads to salvation. Be a hard thing to swallow while we're struggling, right? It's a hard concept to really embody and embrace when we're in pain. Slow and steady, we're going to figure out a way together to embody this understanding, be comfortable and appreciate what this understanding is and what it means. But let's start with a cup of coffee. Let's get our coffee in us. Move forward. A little caffeine, a little nicotine for the moment. A little chat among friends. How we're going to take this suffering and allow it to help us grow. Um, how we're going to take this suffering and find salvation through the suffering. Together here, as always, right? The turtle herd. We weather the burden together, my friends. Happy to be here. To be honest, I'm feeling a little bit tense. I'm feeling a little bit tense, a little bit anxious this morning. I had a bit of an anxiety attack last night. The struggle never truly leaves us, and that's the honest truth. Slow and steady, embracing life in all its beauty. Coffee, Brad. Good morning, Tommy. Sup, brother? Speaking on the struggle leading us to salvation, leading us to finding a way to heal and grow beyond our wildest expectations today. Being open and honest about my struggles. I've been doing really well with the anxiety lately, but last night I had quite the attack. Catch your breath, slow down, center yourself. Make sure you're surrounded by people who care today. Make sure that you're being compassionate and loving for yourself first. Make sure that you're being understanding that whatever struggle you're going through at this moment is validated through the. Stop it! Go lay down. Get. We got a little guest puppy here today who's a whiny crybaby. Sorry about that, but she's not allowed in here, even though she's a cutie because I got a bunny. But we're gonna get back to that. What triggered it, brother? Everything. I appreciate you, Tommy. Yes, because there is always a trigger when it comes to anxiety and stress. There usually is a trigger. You need to go lay down now. I apologize, but this puppy, she's so cute. She just don't want to listen. She wants to whine and come over here, and she's gonna hurt the bunny, and I ain't having that. Well, the triggered the anxiety was just everything going on. I've got a lot going on with the family, despite what we've, these people I care for, despite what we've talked about. There's more going on than that. Obviously, it's life. When it rains, it pours. The car, the belt breaking, the pulley system up, and having to pay to get that fixed, and then finding out that I had a bearing shot that was about to go, but I had a good buddy who just took care of it for me for the cost of the price. But that was another 150, so I dropped 250 yesterday. That's a chunk out of this travel fund. And then I start worrying about money and this money that I have saved, and when I spend it, it's gone, and what the game plan is, and if I'm an idiot for trying to do what I'm trying to do, and then this one little thing that triggers me just becomes a landslide of pain and anxiousness. Uh, Hello from Boston, Massachusetts. Hey, D, what's up? Where are you? We're in Kirkville, New York, D. At the moment, we'll be doing some traveling soon. We're just discussing this morning, as we always do, the struggle. And how today, the concept, Jim Carrey's concept of how that struggle leads to salvation, how it'll set you free from the ties that bind. But we have to allow the lessons to set in. We have to embrace the struggle so that we can move forward with love and a compassion in our life. If you deal with anxiety or depression, mental illness, grief, you're in the right place today. We're gonna face these topics head on, all of us, and me myself included. I had an anxiety attack last night, first one in a while. And it's kind of warranted, kind of not. Actually, kind of not. Everything's great. We're gonna do great. We're gonna give this car away. We're gonna do amazing things. Maybe part of it is me getting so ahead of myself and so excited. Start talking to Zero about giving him my motorcycle, but then it's like, now I got to organize that. It's like I got too much going on right at the moment, and I'd love to help everybody put that bike to good use. But that's not something that can happen tomorrow if it does happen. And I didn't say that it was going to happen tomorrow. I said it was a discussion I'd like to have with Zero. But we are still giving the car away, and then the part of that too. Am I doing the right thing? Like, I got to do what's good for me. Am I finding that balance? Am I doing too much? I think I am finding that balance. I'm willing to, accept that even when I'm broke here really soon, that the car going to somebody who could put it to good use is better than the $500 I'd get for it, right? And I'm cool with that because I'm going to keep pushing forward. It's not about money. It's about doing the next right thing. It's about having compassion, hope, respect, and appreciation for ourselves and our brothers and sisters. Double tap that screen. Your thumbs won't fall off. They do. We always thought they shouldn't have. Without a doubt, good sirs and madams, without a diddly do. You know what could have called me? I know there, Coffee Bread. I could always have called you. But here's the thing. When you're in that mindset, I'm sure you understand. Anxiety is a crazy thing. For me, I just need to take a second. I need to get into a dark room. I need to cover up with a blanket and be comfy and just kind of not interact with my brain as much as possible. I got to not give it any more stimulus. That means that I can't talk to anybody because I need to find a way to bring my mind down. And you need to find the medicine for you when you're in that moment, whether it be anxiety, depression, grief, addiction, abuse. When you get wrapped up in any of these, you need to pause it for a second. You need to figure out, and then, with anxiety especially, you can't just turn it off. But what you can do is find a nice little dark place and just kind of hold your own for a little while, and evaluate why you're feeling this way. I was feeling this way because of everything going on and because of my insecurities with myself. Because I'm not secure enough in myself to be confident in doing the next right thing that I'm doing at times, at brief periods of time. But I gain my composure. I take my medicine, listen to some good music. I'm on here right now, communicating with some good friends, being open and honest in a loving, compassionate way, and we're moving forward. D from what do I do? Good morning, people. Good morning, IFV. It's good to see you. I'm going to catch up on the chat here just right now. What pulley system? The one of the pulleys on the engine, like the gears broke and it just broke off, and that caused the belt to snap. My buddy actually took care of it, changed the pulley, changed the belt. And what he was doing, so he's a mechanic, and he let me know that the bearing was about to go. So he hooked me up and took care of me because I've been helping him out and taking care of him. So it's a tit for tat. But it still cost me the price of the parts and the price of the belt and the price of the pulley. But blessed, right? It was a struggle. Yes, it kind of, it made me think of, wow, this car ain't gonna make it. The car's gonna make it. It always makes it. And then some. But I guess that's part of it. Being trapped in the house for the last few days is kind of added to this stressful anxiety and angst. The most satisfactory wins are always the hardest battles. Yes, the most satisfactory wins are the hardest battles. Thank you, Coffee Brat. Don't change yourself to a time frame. You will get there one step at a time, Scott. And that's part of this conversation that's going to alleviate that stress and anxiety in my heart. We're doing the next right thing, but it has to be in Creator's time. It can't be in mine, right? I can't force it to all happen today and have a new vehicle and have it set up to travel and have a substantial way to be comfortable and have an income where I can continuously do the next right thing. This is all going to take time here. Slow and steady. You guys are helping out amazingly with the Next Right Thing Fund. That's all going to go towards whatever we decide the next right thing is as a group here. Whether you're a member of the Turtle Herd by subscribing or you're just someone who pops in and likes to listen, say hello, whatever that may be, you get to help decide what we're doing with this free car, who we're giving it to. Hashtag Tree Farmer has shown amazing effort and been open and honest with us and become part of the crew. Hashtag Team Mark has got some people out there that are advocating for him that really, love and appreciate him and know that he could put it to good use. We got a couple others too. Hashtag Team Adam, hashtag Tree Huffer, but we haven't seen either of them in just a couple days. Your favorite Bio 37. What's up, Bio? I changed my name. I was Bob the Builder. Okay, Bob. Well, it's Bio now. AKA Priest. God, you really like changing it up, brother. Okay, Bio. Country, good morning all. Good morning, country. Well, good morning, 360 as well. We're happy to have you in. Don't forget to double tap that screen. Don't forget to share this live with somebody in need, somebody who might be struggling, somebody who could use a vehicle, somebody you use some advice on the pain that we all go through. We're in this shit show together, ladies and gentlemen. I almost didn't do a live this morning, but it's time to push forward and understand that suffering is going to lead us to that salvation. This struggle yesterday made it a little bit clearer that when I'm not struggling, I need to do what I need to do, which is get on here and be with my brothers and sisters, be open and honest about how I feel, and what's going on with me so I can overcome it. And especially with mental health, it's a mental game, right? That we have to figure out a way to soothe ourselves. And I'm thankful for the medication. I'm thankful for the doctors. I'm thankful for all of you out there that give me that spiritual medication so I can take this medication minimally, that I'm on. I implore you to look to therapy if you're struggling with mental health. I implore you to speak with your doctor and be open with medication, and take it for what it is, and use that crutch if needed for a while. For me, knowing that eventually that crutch won't be needed, and hoping that I can strive for it to grow and heal enough to where I can walk without the crutch, right? But in the moment, we do the best we can to keep it together and hold ourselves accountable and love ourselves to the best of our ability, knowing that the struggles we're going through right now, whether that be with family, for me, it's with people I love. And it never stops with these people I love. And I'm trying to find a distance where I can be healthy and still love these people. Uh, and I implore you to do the same. That with every relationship, there's a bit of distance that's needed, whether it be 2 inches or whether it be 5 miles. This emotional distance that we have to maintain so that we can have a positive relationship. Not just to help them, right? What's a positive relationship mean? Does that mean that you bring a bunch to the table and you cure and heal this human being? No, it means that you are gaining just as much from the relationship as the person that you love, and that's true love and compassion for yourself. Yeah, she's crying over there because she's rotary. Because I just went out there and loved her, and it wasn't enough. She's an attention lover. She needs that attention. Hey, heads up, we have an ice storm rolling in, so if you were to go out safe today. Yeah, I actually got to go out and do some DoorDash, and finally now that or Spark driving, finally now that the car is rolling, especially with spending this extra money to keep our finances where they need to be, so that I can comfortably move forward. And I guess that's a huge thing, and money can cause anxiety, can cause stress, can cause this fluctuation of emotions because it's not enough, and where's it going, and what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? Hold on out there in YouTube land, brothers and sisters. Hold on tight. Because today we're going to explore this understanding that the suffering that you're going through is going to help you grow in ways that nothing else could. We're going to help you accept that suffering so that we can move forward as gracious, beautiful human beings in a positive, loving way to the best of our ability. This puppy's driving me nuts because I'm out here talking and I'm not loving you. Get down. Like, I'll let you meet her. She's a sweetheart, but there's a bunny out here. You can't. Get down. She knows. You're not even supposed to be on that step. Get back. Relax. The little house guest this morning that's for the night. And she's just so needy. Like, I was out there loving her up all last night and all this morning. She's just a sweetheart, but she can't be out here because she's a dog and I got a bunny running around. And I ain't having it. I ain't gonna lose my bunny to that sweet little puppy who's just being a puppy. That'd be my fault, right? Be mad at the dog for eating the rabbit. No, like, it's a dog and it's a rabbit. I'm a human being and I should know better. Can confirm Buffalo is an ice rink. Wow. Be a good day for you to catch up on things around the house. Yeah, or paint. Okay, well, there's no painting going on, and I've been sitting at the house way too much. The last couple days stuck here is a big part of the anxiety too. I can't deal with being stuck. Why does it do that? Oh my God, I'm having one of these days, man. Now it's starting to flash again. It wasn't doing that. Let's try that. Maybe that stopped it somehow. Maybe it's you know, man. What is going on with that? Anyway, frustration, contempt, pain, struggle, all these things. We have to face them. Said on the technology issue right now is driving me nuts with the flashy. I know that doesn't help us here, and I know that nobody enjoys that. I don't enjoy it. I'm having a very frustrated morning this morning, I guess. Doing my best to push forward with hope and contempt in my heart, despite the struggle. That struggle will breed anger in our hearts. It breeds anger in my heart. It makes me want to lash out and control the world and make it the way that I see fit. For the love of God, stop flashing, bro. What if I hit that? Will that stop it? That doesn't stop it either. Come on. What started it? I don't understand. I guess we got to just accept what's out of our control. If I shine it right at the light, does it still flash? That flash is even worse. There we go. And then it'll stop, and I'll be able to take a breath, and then it'll start lurking at me again. That's going to cause me to. Jesus Christ. I hope I didn't do that for too long. I love your faces. I appreciate you. I'm struggling with the flashing light and the little bit of frustration left over from yesterday. And let's take a breath. Take a breath. Calm down. Slow and steady. Nice and easy today. We're going to get through this together. Just a few seconds. Awesome. Thank you, country. Please help me today by unburdening your struggles here right now with the turtle herd. Help me to understand I'm not the only person that struggles in this world, and help me to embrace this struggle and find the salvation at the end of this toxic rainbow of pain and anguish that seems to consume me and my brothers and sisters, you out there. Let's find a way to move forward strong with hope and appreciation in our heart, understanding that the struggle breeds this strength in us that nothing else can. This salvation of one's inner being through an understanding of love and compassion for the struggle. When we're in it, when we're in pain, when we're in the anxiety, when we're in the stress, when we're in this flashy screen that won't stop, I want to reach through and smash my head against the wall. And it drives me insane. You know what I'm saying? Why, oh, why can't I just have a flashy screen for more than 3 seconds? Like, it makes no sense. I want to start blaming the world. I want to start blaming YouTube. I want to start blaming life in general for not backing me up. You know what I'm saying? But we can't do that. We have to hold on and understand that whatever's going on is within a God of your understanding's power. You know, whatever word you decide to put on it, I embrace fully, and I implore you to look around you and accept what is. As I struggle to accept what is, because I seem to move this, and then the flashing stops, and then it doesn't again. Is that okay? There it goes. It'll stop for 3 seconds, right? And then it'll flash even worse. Acceptance, appreciation, and hope through the struggle. I'm having a hard time with that today, obviously. I'm having a really hard time with that today. Holy crap. This light is going to drive me nuts. Maybe if I turn this light off, is that going to help us? Will that do it? No, it will not. Take a breath. We're going to take a breath. We're going to relax. We're going to open up. There we are. Oh my God, the flat. I'm losing it. I'm losing it today. Can people help me hold it together? Please share your struggles. So to give me a purpose to acknowledge the love and appreciation through all of our struggles. Hold on tight today. It's going to be a rough one, obviously, but it's going to be all right. Push to the limit, especially when we're struggling. Push to the limit when we're in pain, when we're in anguish, when it won't seem to stop, when the car keeps breaking and it's all these little things and I'm stuck at the house. But I'm grateful that it didn't happen on the road. You know, that bearing would have went, we'd have been in some serious trouble. Is there anything you need today, my brother? Some prayers, some love, some hope. I need you to share this live stream with whoever you feel can connect and grow this conversation. That's what I need. I need this damn screen to stop flashing before I smash the screen. I need to figure out a way to control my anger and discontent for the way that the world flows out behind me. Because if I look at the screen and it keeps flashing for no goddamn reason, like it always does when I'm here for some reason, no matter what I do with the lighting, I'm going to lose my shit. Like, you know, I'm trying to hold on here today because I am a positive, loving, caring human being, but we all hit our limits. And it's not just this. It's not just the anxiety. It's not just the people I love being fucking morons all the time, you know, and begging for help and refusing to take their medicine. That's really what's been hurting me lately, you know. I wish the people would just take care of themselves that I love, you know, instead of, you know, living in this pain and anguish of continuously hurting themselves because they don't deserve better. You know, whether they'd say they do or not. You keep doing the same toxic shit and you keep destroying your life. Keep inviting painful, people into your life. Keep inviting people into your life that you think you're helping, and then destroying yourself. How do I adjust the shutter speed, brother? It's a phone. I don't understand, country sister. Here's the thing: YouTube hates me. They're trying to. Let's just we'll take it for that. My conspiracy theories. Therapist told me I have an unhealthy obsession with violence and revenge. We see about that. Vengeance and revenge. Well, I think that, if you are obsessed with vengeance and revenge, as I tend to dwell on these things, making it right in my way, you should evaluate that. And if a therapist is telling you that, someone that has gotten to know you, maybe you need to understand that it's a bit unhealthy. It's okay, and it's not. We're not all 100% healthy. Everybody's unhealthy for certain reasons. Me today, it's about this flashing fucking screen on top of everything else that's driving me absolutely insane. No matter what I do with the lighting here, I can't seem to stop it, so I can't even look at the screen. I can imagine you guys out there trying to look at the screen and enjoy a conversation we're having over a cup of coffee, watching that flashing. And I apologize, but I don't know what else to do. There's nothing else I can do. I got 3 buttons over here that change things. Let's get the chat filter to all messages to make sure we see that. I don't know. What kind of question are we asking out there today? We're not going to ask any questions today. You know what? We'll do this. We'll do something simple. Start poll. There we go. See if Billy willing to like, despite the flashing nature, despite our struggle this morning, despite my frustration and my inability today to accept what is, right? I'm struggling with that. I'm struggling with accepting what is. I'm struggling accepting this flashing phone. I'm struggling accepting all this pressure that I put on myself. I'm struggling with this great thing, the next right thing, right? That seems so amazing and idealistic, and it is. Am I good enough for that? I guess that's the core of it that I really need to evaluate. I am. I deserve it. We all deserve this beautiful thing in our life to help us push forward. Yeah, I'm sure it's absolutely hilarious, and I'm glad you pointed that out, IFV. I love you, Sean Richard Jr. I implore you to take care of you today, brother, outside of all these people you're taking care of. I speak to you directly, my nephew, someone I love deeply. Start taking care of you. Everybody else, you're a kid, and there are people trying to take care of you that don't know how, brother. You need to stop taking care of the world. That's the brutal, honest truth. You need to stop taking care of all these other human beings that you have no control over and all these animals that you shouldn't have dominion over because you're still a child. And I know you don't like to hear that, right? Because I wouldn't want to hear that at 16, but you are, man. And I love you, and I'm saying it because I love you. All this struggle and pain comes along with all these people that are invited into your life and all these animals and all these situations that make everything so much more complicated when you should be worried about you and where you're going. You're a kid. And I love you so much, man, that I wish you could figure out how to take care of yourself first, man. Part of my frustration is my family, and not being able to help them figure out how to take care of themselves. I have a Samsung, and you can put it in Pro or HR mode, might help. I'm not sure how that works too. Maybe I'll have to look into that. I don't have this problem anywhere else than the house, and this is severely diminishing our capacity to reach out to other human beings and to have a real conversation. I know it is. Quality of screen is a huge thing when it comes to building a community here. No one's going to stick around if they're going to have a stroke. And from the flashing. Oh, for the love of God. Alrighty, roadie. Well, anyway, slow and steady. We're going to meditate on the salvation that comes through the struggle today. I'm going to give appreciation for the struggle that I'm going through at this moment and last night. And I'm going to push forward today. The car is fixed. I got to go make some cash to make up for the money that I spent. I got to get the house and myself ready for this next great adventure to come, because we are still chipping away at getting to Georgia, getting a vehicle, giving this car away, getting to Sally's and helping her with her house, trying to line up the next right thing after that, trying to help all of our brothers and sisters out there in the best way that I know how. And right now in this moment, it's being open and honest. I'm fucking frustrated, man. I'm frustrated with my mind. I'm frustrated with life. I'm frustrated with not being able to help the people I love. And Sean, I hope you're still there, and I hope I didn't offend you, brother. Please say something. I'm just speaking to you directly from my heart, man. I know you don't want to hear it, right? Because at your age, I thought I could save everybody too. I thought I could keep it all under control. Thank you, nephew. I love you, brother. And I know how it feels to be your age. I know how it feels to have all these people relying on you, being treated like an adult. You're not, man. You shouldn't be treated like that. You shouldn't be responsible for anybody else's life but your own right now. Someone should be responsible for your life completely at 16, brother. Um, Galactic Avenger, yes, sir. And just stick around for a while. If I say anything that's harsh, man, take it for what it is, and we can chat later on if you don't agree. I'm feeling frustrated for a lot of different reasons today. Um, and the biggest reason is feeling unheard, maybe feeling in my self worth. Am I worth this? Am I good enough for what I'm shooting for? I know I am when I'm in my right mind, but that whisper in the back of your mind that slowly starts with a soft um, criticism of yourself and grows to this crushing thing that controls you completely is something that we're working on together here to master. To appreciate the suffering without letting it consume us so that we can grow into what we're meant to grow into. Not getting so frustrated by the little things that we do things out of character. Because I'm telling you, right now, this phone has got me so frustrated with the flash and bullshit. It's irritating the hell out of me beyond belief. And I can't even look at the screen because I want to smash this damn phone. It doesn't make any sense. Like, doesn't matter what lighting I do. It doesn't matter where I go in the house. It always does this. Um, hey, Turtles, hoping everyone is doing well today. We're doing all right there, Salatin. We appreciate you. Just expressing myself fully, and we're evaluating the struggle together here as a group. Sending love and appreciation to all of you guys. Thank you for the hearts. That means a lot to me. Thank you for my. And it's okay to be confused and stuck, brother. It's okay. And there's a lot coming at you, I'm sure, with what you got going on. My nephew's got a lot going on right now. That's not we're not going to get into. Um, that he's got to deal with that he shouldn't have to deal with as a young man, but he's got to. And you're allowed to say whatever you want to say here in a safe and confident way, brother. If you're looking for advice on how to handle something, or you want to express how you feel. Um, you're allowed to do that here in a safe place where you won't be judged. Keep that in mind, despite the flashing goddamn screen that's driving me insane. To do that. Will that work? I almost just want to do it like that. How's that? It still flashes. It hates me. That's the problem. If I take up most of the screen, no, it still wants to flash. Oh my god. The bunny dude's doing all right. Like I said, we got a little guest here tonight for the night that we had to keep out in the kitchen. She's a sweethearted poop, but she can't be around. The Bun Bun's doing all right. He's holding it together just as I am to the best of his ability. Excitement for the journey to come. I mean, there's always a hump right before taking a big leap too. Right before you take a big leap, there's always something that, there's always this fear, right before you take the leap. It's not about not having fear. It's about overcoming that fear and doing what needs to be done anyway. It's about overcoming that fear and sticking to your word. It's about, in the moment, of pain and anguish, we can't give thanks for it. There's no way, because all we know is pain and anguish. But it's about coming to the other side. And for the love of God, is the world trying to test me today? Oh God, that whining puppy! You can't come out here. There's Bunny out here, and all he wants is loving. That's it. The dog already went outside. She's such an attention fiend. Sorry, today. I'm not sorry. That is exactly what it is. We're gonna have one of those days where it ain't gonna be the best, right? We're gonna have one of those days where I'm a little frustrated and I'm a human. You can handle it. I can hope so, because we're in this shit show together. I love and appreciate you all so much. It helps me to push through. I'm going to work on this whole flashing thing, because if it doesn't stop, we're truly never going to get anywhere. I'm sure my attitude today isn't really helping too much as well. Ziegler calls that making the butterflies to fly in formation. I'm not sure. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, Sally? Help us out with that understanding as I try to Take a deep breath. Understand the things that are out of my control. Appreciate the struggle as best I can, despite my frustration with the world and how it plays out, and my anger at myself for trusting someone that I felt like I could trust, and now I don't know where I'm at. I just got to keep my eyes opened from now on. I just got a bit a snake in the heart. I'm learning from this. So here's the thing. I think the biggest thing, brother, and I know this is gonna hurt. You're a child. You're 16. You need to take care of you, bro. You, not your girl, not your mom. You know what I'm saying? Because your mom's trying, but she struggles and comes from the same pain we're coming from. It's on you to take care of you, not them dogs that you're piling up in your house because you love animals and that's great. You need to wean it right down to you, bro, and do whatever's best for you because we're thrown into adulthood way too young. In the scenario that we live in, and you deserve to be a child, man. You deserve to be 16, bro. You deserve to take care of you. Jaslyn, good morning, sweetheart. It's so good to see you. I appreciate you being here today. Help ease my mind and my frustration, my struggle today with this anxiousness that's causing me to have this little bit of emotional outburst this morning. Try a little change of scenery, see if that helps with the flashing, because I'm going to lose my mind with that today. Take a cup of coffee into our room, turn that light on, and see if that helps us out at all. Slow and steady, nice and easy. Bear with me, guys. I'm doing my best today to hold it together and appreciate the struggle. Some days are easier than others, and I'm here for you. Oh, my love of God. Doesn't matter. There's a different kind of bulb in here, too, and it's still the same BS. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? So, sitting in there. Yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate everybody. Please join the conversation. Help us find a way to push past the struggle. Help me to understand that doing my best is good enough for the ones I love. Help me to be clear and open and honest so that the ones I love can hear me. So that I can hear my own lessons and learn and grow from them. I implore you to reach out to a God of your understanding and give thanks this morning for the earth beneath your feet and the air inside your lungs and the wisdom that comes along with the struggle, despite our human nature, and this understanding of what it means to be a man, to beat the world into submission. That's something I've struggled with for a long time, and I will not continuously fight the world. It's time to grow. It's time to move forward. It's time to love. It's time to appreciate. It's time to fill our hearts with hope, and that tomorrow will come, that we'll figure out this issue and that we can move forward. It's going to be a short one today because I got to get out and make up this money that we spent on keeping the old Galactic Avenger rolling. But yeah, Sal, if you could elaborate on the controlling butterflies, that would be great. Following up our own advice is definitely something I struggle with. Easier said than done. And at times I do. I struggle with my own advice, right? I struggle with my own accepting the world around me on its terms, accepting that my phone's going to flash and dogs are going to whine because they're needy, and that people aren't going to listen and change their lives right off the bat the way I hoped that they would. I understand that it's hard to let go of something that you've held on to. I understand that, Sean. You're still a kid, man. And I really want you to be a child. I want you to be able to be a child for a little longer, because that's going to be gone soon, and then you're going to be an adult forever. And in this moment, you should be more concerned about school than about any other human being or animal. You shouldn't have these responsibilities that weigh you down as such a young man. I believe that wholeheartedly. I'm not sure exactly what the medicine for that is there, little brother. My nephew, buddy, there. But I'm glad that you're here in the conversation today. I'm glad that you're being open and honest. When you sit and spin, you give power to the fear. You're right. If you can make it through something, find a way over it or around it. Damn straight. We love Estat very much. Thank you there, my little buddy Sean. We love you deeply. We're here with you. You got to make these decisions, and I'm always here with you. No judgment, no, whatever that means for you. Please, uh, just do your best to evaluate what we're talking about here and find a way to take care of you. Hugs to Sean for the struggle he's going through today. He very much needs this love. He's going through a lot right now with betrayal and loss and lies, and trying to figure out where those are coming from and what that means can be a hard thing for a young man, especially when we're hurting and we allow people into our lives to try to help them as we care for them, and then crazy things happen. Well, it's hard to keep it simple in how we were raised, right? It's hard to keep it simple when all we know is caring for others, and that's what gives us validation. I implore you to go out there and find validation in caring for yourself today and doing what's right for you. It's saying no. Saying no to the person you love despite what you might want and what they might want, knowing what's good for them into the future. Saying no, not falling into what's easy because you want somebody there, not falling into what's easy because it feels so comforting to have someone coddle and soothe you. Letting go of that, knowing what's best for you so that you can move forward strongly is all I pray to all my brothers and sisters, especially my nephew. It's time to let go, Sean. And I'm not saying completely. I'm saying in a way that separates your life from everybody else's, man. It's your life. And anybody else involved, especially in the world that we grew up in, it's just going to make it more complicated. I don't know what exactly that means or what the answer is. We could chat about that a little bit together sometime soon, hopefully. And hopefully you can make some steps to break the mold of what we've been born into. All of this, everything that's going on in my life right now is just a reflection of the pain and anguish that I was born into. This constant feeling of trying to save the ones I love as they drowned, but they refuse to take their medicine, and they just keep doing the same things over and over again. And I was that guy for many, many years. I was that human being before Al came along and touched my heart. A great man once said, "Stay here as long as you can." Billy Madison. Yeah, stay here as long as you can. Stay in this moment. Appreciate what it is. Be appreciative. Love. Be full of love and acceptance for the struggle to come. That frustration and fear, that frustration and anger that settles into our hearts over all these things we don't have control over. The flashing phone and the family members that continuously are living in pain because they continuously invite question marks into their life when their life is unsettled, when they're not fully healed or cared for, and they're trying to care for the world. And this has led to a lot of problems in my biological family's life. Something I used to tell my mother all the time: you got to stop taking care of these people. You got to take care of yourself. Well, she was convinced she was by doing all these things, and it just always got worse and worse and worse. But thank you for the advice, 360. I appreciate it. And thank you for the hugs to my nephew, Sean, there, Sally. We will be moving forward soon. The car giveaway is coming here in some time, slow and steady. I've got to get some things together so that I can get moving today. And yeah. We're going to have to, at the very least, maybe leave tomorrow or the next day because I'm going to test that heater. I got to let that heater run today throughout the day so that I can get some of that kerosene out or the diesel fuel out and put some kerosene in there to make sure that when we travel, it isn't going to freeze up like it did. Do a little running around today with the vehicle so that we know that it's safe and that the fix that we fixed will work. But yeah, that's the game plan. This horrible signal. The quest. Hey, quest, how you doing, brother? We're on a quest for salvation. We're on a quest for accepting the struggle today. And I'll admit, I'm in a little bit of a frustrated place today, brother, sister, mother, uncle, aunt, whatever. And I'm pushing through that struggle, and we're going to push through it together with open, honest communication, with love, respect, and appreciation in our heart beyond what we believe should be. Despite the fact that I have shitty internet circles and it likes to flash in my face just to mock me, despite the fact that I can't change anybody's decisions and how they live their life, despite this great advice I might give. I know that the advice is easy to give. It's hard to live it, you know. And
So are you pulling all the carpets up or something?
narrow the gates that lead back to life.
Dad, are you going to wake up?
Wide is the giveaway the that leads to wide. Wide is the gateway that leads to what? Salvation. It is. We got. Here's the thing, like, but we don't want to take it, right? Especially when we're so used to abuse, pain, and loss and grief. This can become something that becomes so normal that it's hard to let go of, despite the struggle it causes in our lives. If you're out there letting go of pain, struggle, and grief, and anxiety, and depression, and anxiousness, and loneliness, and you walk away from something, it can be darker and lonelier than your life has ever been. Doing what's right for you it can be a struggle, especially when you walk away from everything you've ever known. Believe me, I understand that. Do you have a CO director in the Galactic Avenger? CO detector. I do not have a carbon dioxide detector, but the heater that I have installed is supposed to be self-sustaining and made for enclosed spaces. Must go. Keep pushing on, everyone. Enjoy the journey. Thank you so much, Sally. Look forward to seeing you soon. Leads to evil. The wide is the gate, but narrow is the gate that leads back to life. You're okay. So there you go. I like that understanding. You're right, because it's easy. It's easy to take that frustrated way. It's easy to take my anger out of my phone and smash it. It's easy to try to force the ones I love into living the way that I think they should live. That's never worked for me in the past, and it won't work for you. We can't force anybody to do anything. All we can do is find a distance to stay between yourself and these people you love that's conducive with you both being healthy. And that means that distance, that gap can close the more and more the person you love takes care of themselves. It doesn't have to be this permanent gap, right? I hope in my heart.
I have to conserve the daddy as much as possible.
With that being said, it's been a hell of a day already. Do you remember me, Mr.
Hey, Dad, you're getting a phone call.
Do you remember me,
Dad, someone's
Mr.
calling.
Boston's? You were friends with his brother who passed away, correct, Quest? And we appreciate you coming in today. Yeah, I appreciate you being a part of this conversation. I appreciate you spreading love and appreciation and hope. Remind. No, I appreciate the reminder, brother. It's hard to keep track of things here, and the friendships and the bonds that we make over just a name. But I'm doing my best. I'm good with faces. I'm good with personal and physical interactions. But I'm getting better at it. In Quest, I do remember you being here, and I do love your face. And I hope that you stick around for a while as we strive to find a better way, as we strive to let go of pain and anguish to the best of our ability. And accept that growth that comes from that pain and anguish that consumes us. To let go of what we don't have control over, and to find a center of love and appreciation, not to deny ourselves the love and acceptance that we deserve. How are you feeling today, Quest? You doing all right? You feeling a little frustrated? Feeling alive? Feeling happy? Feeling motivated? What's in your heart today, brother? You dealing with a struggle that seems too large to overcome? Yeah, well, I'm glad you're doing all right, brother. I'm glad you're doing all right. Today is a bit of struggle for me, but we're going to acknowledge the struggle and give thanks for it. I'm going to push forward and go make some cash spark driving here in just a moment, and we're going to make up that money that we had to spend on keeping the car running safely. Raising family, my friends. Good. I'm glad. Tree Farmer, there he is, brother. It was good to see you this morning. I'm glad that you're here. Plan on doing a little bit of a shorter one. The signal's rough. The lights won't stop flashing. I've got a lot going on in my own heart and mind. And it's time to push forward and to put these positive blocks of love and acceptance in front of us today. Build a wall of love and acceptance for yourself that barricades you from the darkness. And that means hydrate. It means listen to good music. It means invite loved ones that actually care and will listen to you into your life and express yourself in a positive way today, ladies and gentlemen. It means accepting who you are in any given moment. Yeah, I know it's a struggle. I know it's a deep and dark struggle to accept ourselves fully, to let go of that pain and anguish, especially as men, that tells us that hurting someone or something can alleviate the pain. Well, it works for a moment, but then it adds more pain into your life. Find a partner. Yes, that's on my agenda. Slow and steady. A good woman with a good heart and a good mind. Uh, it's someone who hopefully understands the struggle, but doesn't to a certain extent would be nice. I know that there's people out there that live lives that don't see the struggle the way that we see struggle. They don't saturated with abuse and pain and anguish. Um, and I pray that we can all find someone to help settle our souls out there today. My heart's open, and I'm finally at a place in my life where I feel like I can accept and appreciate true compassion. So we're going to allow Creator to take us exactly where we need to be, and hopefully find that human being. This beautiful, loving, caring woman that's out there, right? That I've put the work in to deserve, right? Through not taking the easy route and doing what my biological, what my physical being wants me to do, right? With people that won't, with women that won't work or that it just isn't there for, to stop trying to force it. And also to understand that when you do meet somebody, not to put all of this on them. Your worth cannot be wrapped up with somebody else. Sean, this is directly to you, brother. If you can't live on your own, then you're not going to be successful. If you can't take care of yourself and love yourself beyond everybody else, and you need someone there to care for and to validate you, your life is always going to be a struggle. Because you're not going to be able to let go of these things, that torment you, because you can't live without this human being, right? Or this other human being is in control of your emotions. Pretend to be George Carlin. You won't regret it. It'll be easy to find rich women to donate to dote on you. You think so? You just keep pretending to be George Carlin. He's a great man. Emulate these great men. Yes, and I am a king. We're a king in all our own record, right? All the kings and queens out there. I appreciate that reminder. Be the king you are today, despite the struggle. Push forward and do what you need to do, despite what you want to do. I wanted to be gone days ago. I wanted to not spend all this money on this car that I'm about to give away. Like I want to, but also I'm glad that it's getting fixed. These things, I don't want to give someone a car that breaks and they don't know. I had someone here that could fix it, right? So it's a blessing. I want this thing to be solid as possible. Dizzle, good morning, Scott. Like always, I enjoy waking up to your positive energy, brother. I pray many blessings come your way and everyone reading this message. Thank you, Dizzle, my drizzle, my McNizzle, the Dizzle. Thank you, good sir. Thanks, Dizzle. We love and appreciate you very much. We've got 10 votes. 100% said they'd like. Sounds awesome. I appreciate that. That's the first 100% poll we've had with 10 people, and let's keep that percentage. That's a beautiful percentage. 100% of people are willing to double tap that screen knowing their thumbs won't fall off. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining us again, Dizzle. Open, honest communication, not feeling so motivated, not feeling so inspired, not feeling so full of light and love today, but I can gather that light and love as I go through the day by doing one more thing for myself, by taking care of myself just a little bit better in another way, by eating, by hydrating, by having this conversation saturated in frustration and empathy for the ones I love. Knowing that I don't have control over any decisions they make, and knowing that any decision I might make might not be the best for them anyway. I'm humble enough to understand that. All we can do is try to express to ourselves what we wish that these people would do for themselves, and hope that they have the strength to take care of themselves, and validate themselves and find validation within inside of yourself today. If you're finding validation inside another human being, that leads to toxicity, without a doubt. Sometimes we do not have it, we fake it, and it will make it, brother. Fake it till you make it, Dizzle. Yes, sir, without a doubt. Dress for the job that you want, not for the one you have. Act like the human being that you want to be. Strive to find love and appreciation in your heart despite the misery and pain that saturates us in this world. That's how the struggle leads to salvation. These true lessons of appreciation, hope, and love will set you free, my brothers and sisters. It just takes time. Nothing good happens overnight. Nothing good happens in the next 5 minutes when you're saturated in a world of pain. Believe me, I understand that. Peace, brother. Quest, it was a pleasure having you today. Look forward to seeing you again. We have a choice to keep a smile through the negativity. And once you stay present in your kindness, even if we're down, we have the choice to make it better. We do. Dizzle, I appreciate that. If there's anything I can do to help you, Scott, let me know. Right now, just send some prayers, some love, some hope. Go out there and interact with the channel if you wouldn't mind, Dizzle. Send me some comments on some of the short videos you like. That would help me a lot. Help motivate me and remind me that what I'm doing here is worth it. That would help me immensely. Knowing that these videos that I'm making can help impact someone who's struggling, knowing that my presence here on the channel is valued would help me a lot. So I don't have to question it. Oh, there's my M Dizzle, the Mike Frizzle, the OG M Dizzle. Hello, M Dizzle. Yeah, I don't ask for much here. Just a little bit of appreciation, hope, and respect. Yeah, I know that we're not getting the best signal here today, and the flashing's probably giving people strokes out there. And I want to blame YouTube for hating me, for not pushing this message of love, hope, and appreciation. But it's not on YouTube, right? It's on me. It's on us. No one's coming to save you. You're the only one with the key. Have the compassion and love to set yourself free today, because you are the one with the key, my brothers, my sisters out there trying to care for yourself through taking care of others, wondering why it never works, because we make other people's lives easier and they take us for granted. Turtle Herd Assemble, your company is very much appreciated. Tree Farmer, your company is very much appreciated too, brother. I'm glad we're here together. Taking a deep breath, and through our camaraderie, not getting so frustrated with the flashy screen. I have to admit that was pushing me over the edge a little bit. I am human, and I do get angry, and I do get frustrated, and it's not even just the flashing screen; it's everything right now. It's life in general, raining, pouring and thundering around me, and continuously getting worse. Knowing that I don't have any control, and what I'm doing is trying to do the best I can for the ones I love. I had that conversation with the pastor the other day concerning the people I love, and his response was, how are we gonna find a way to prove this, to change it? And I'm like, there is no way. They guard their struggle and their pain. We've been taught to hold on to it and deserve it. There's going to be no way to hold them accountable, these people I love. They need counseling. They need true reflection and connection, and that's all I hope to get for the ones I love by talking to the pastor that they're affiliated with. And he seemed like a great man. Kudos to Chris from the Vineyard. If you're in Syracuse, New York, and you need a good place to go, caring, loving, compassionate, open-hearted people, I am non-denominational when it comes to spirituality. I believe a God in your understanding will set you free. But I also do believe that if Christianity is something that sets you free, I embrace it for you. And check out the Vineyard. Chris is an amazing pastor who has helped me to help someone I love, despite neither of us knowing exactly what to do and how to help. He listened, and that helped me to alleviate a lot of struggle and pain in my heart, because I don't want to be accountable for all the pain to come, because I could have done something about it, right? I was very dark place. I found your videos like 6 months ago and just began positive. Help me through the dark times. I want you to know, greatly appreciate you, brother. Dizzle, thank you so much, man. That's what I need right there, brother. Thank you for knowing how to take care of your brother today. I love you, man. And Dizzle, we're gonna make it, man. Even if it's one more day, one more second, one more hour, one more minute, man. If we keep making it and giving ourselves the validation for making it through this moment, it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's just frustrating knowing how this algorithm works. Like, we've got a bunch of likes in an hour. That's awesome. 15 likes in an hour is great. People aren't sticking around because of the flashy screen, I think. Maybe because of a little bit of my frustration this morning. And I'm not going to put it down myself. It's just going to be what it's going to be, right? I love you, brother. God got us, big bro. Thank you, little brother. I appreciate you. And you're right. God of your understanding has you in his hands. It's hard not to jump out when all we know is pain. It's hard not to leap away from this contentment that seems like hollow emptiness, because all we're used to is the drama and the frustration. God is good. M Dizzle. God is the drizzle McDribble diddle do, without a doubt. Hold him in your heart in any way that you see fit. Give thanks to the circle of life. Everything's a circle. Goes around, comes around. You're going to put pain out into the world, have it come back to you and wonder why you hurt so much? Or are you going to put love and contentment into the world? And when the pain comes around to get you, accept it and know that you're doing your best to put love out there, not listen to the whisper. I am doing good enough. I am going to go help Sally. I'm going to help someone with this vehicle. I'm going to help the next person after Sally that needs help fixing a leak in their roof or patching a wall. We're going to figure out that together. And this is the dream, to do the next right thing, to travel and spread hope and love here in the United States through our actions. And you guys are all making that possible. We've got a couple $100 in the Cash App fund, which I realized a couple more people dropped 20s in there the last few days, which helped out a lot. The money donated here that'll be doubled, through gifts and stickers has been absolutely amazing. And we've got, I think, 160 so far in that I got to set up my account so that it can get dropped. But once we drop 200 into the account, that becomes 400, and we're $400, right? That's it. And all you guys and a couple dollars here and there has helped immensely. And that's not what I'm asking for, because I'll make the money. I'm asking that if you do have time or money over time, then feel free if you can, because that's part of you doing the next great thing. A little bit of time and no money, and watch some videos, give thanks, share this video to someone in need, someone struggling, somebody can understand where I'm at in this moment today, so that they can learn and grow from where I'm at and understand that I'm human, you're human, and that's okay. I'm not something. I don't know anything more than what I've been shown. I don't speak because I know. I speak because I'm seeking the truth, seeking validation, seeking love, from a God of my understanding, from myself more than anything, at this point in my life. I'm not reaching out trying to get validation from any other human being, because I know that just leaves us empty. We need to fill our cups with love for ourselves before we can pour out for anybody. Take care of yourself, your family, your community, and that order is the only way it works. That's what the big dog would tell us, and I can't press that hard enough. To take care of yourself first can be something that's nearly impossible to take care of others. And that's what I struggle with a lot with my biological family, because that's what we were shown. We were shown torment and anger and frustration and handing the boulder around. And we're also shown compassion and love through trying to take care of the world instead of taking care of ourselves first. And that's done nothing but keep my biological family in this cycle of pain and anguish, you know. And I'm praying for them now. I pray for all of you out there who are stuck in that cycle of pain and anguish because you strive to take care of others, and no one's taught us how to take care of ourselves. Well, that's what we're doing here today and every day. We're learning how to take care of ourselves. We're learning how to acknowledge the stress and anger that comes along with being a human being, digesting that stress and anger, and still filling our cup with love. Today, I'm going to get out there and make a couple dollar. I'm going to get out there and make $1, $2, $3, maybe $4. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I'm going to get out there and push a little bit and make a couple bucks, to negate what we had to spend on keeping the car running safely. And I got to get AAA paid for before I leave again, too. That's a must if you're out there traveling. Let's fucking go, MD says. Let's fucking do it, she says. Damn straight, my dizzle. Get out there and help me out. Let's share this live. Let's share the live about giving the car away. It's 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute live that gives all the information to anybody who might be interested in it. I feel like we do have some people out there that are pushing to show that they want this vehicle. But still, I'm not I'm not asking for much. And it seems like people get motivated for a day, and I get a couple of comments on some videos from these people that are striving to get the vehicle, and then I don't hear from them, and then Tree Farm is the only one that's here, and I appreciate that. showing his worth and his, and his ability to connect. Um, and his openness is what we're looking for in somebody who's going to really put this car to good use. And I'd really like to have the option. I'd really like your mother, your sister, your aunt involved, or your uncle who needs a vehicle. Trying to get a line of income as well. Yes. Yeah, dude, brother, I'm with you, man. Um, this next right thing, that's part of the crushing. I listen to that whisper. You're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? You can't just live off doing the next right thing. Well, you know what? I can live minimally and I can do the next right thing on my own. So, I can't rely on anybody else to facilitate that. And here's the thing, I guess I can, in reality, because you guys out there have made a huge difference. We've got 150 plus, we got $350, from your kind, generous donations. The ones of us who have a little bit of, financial means to give, have gived, has given us that amount of money that'll get us to Sally's house, that'll help us repair her home. You guys are all responsible for that. You're responsible for me being able to give away my vehicle and having this inspiration and hope to do so once I get into something else. Tree Farmer says, if I get the car, I plan on using it on the YouTube channel and I will try to tag you as much as possible. I only have 400 followers, so get out there and check out Tree Farmer. Let's see, guys, if you're in here today, I'm Dizzle, Mike Thrizzled, a couple other friends that we have in. Please get out there and check out Tree Farmer. Let's help his channel grow. He seems like an amazing human being. We got to do a little research. Scott W is not going to make it here this morning. He's going to be a struggle. We're going to have to start getting in earlier to have Scott W. But he'll be doing our background checks for whoever that I do end up meeting. And Tree Farmer, hashtag Tree Farmers on the tips of my lips, man. When it comes to this thing that we're doing here, because you're being part of the community, you're out there communicating. If you could get out there and keep communicating, and there's hundreds of videos, man. I know it's a lot to go through. Check out the playlist, man. Pick a playlist you like, and then find some videos worth commenting on. Oh, you subscribe to Tree Farmer. That's awesome. Can you clean windows? Of course I can clean windows. Once I get this van, I want to get some tools set up so that maybe we can subcontract painting houses as we travel. I know that here in Syracuse, there's a couple of contractors who subcontract houses for painting that I took care of before. And as I travel, the thought is maybe going to Sherwin-Williams or local Benjamin Moore dealers, paint places, and speaking to them about contractors that wouldn't mind subcontracting out to somebody who knows what they're doing. I could take on quite the decent sized project with a sprayer, a couple ladders, some drop cloths, and a couple brushes, without a doubt. And if you have all that stuff together and maybe travel, maybe do a house in Wyoming and a house in Georgia and a house here and a house there, would be a way to kind of supplement. I talked to W and I know a general area of where you are trying to get to in Tennessee and Georgia, and I am along the route. I have often travel refused for any member of the turtle. In Georgia, and I am also along the route. I have offered a travel refuge for any member of the turtle herd. That's amazing. So any turtle herd member out there who's driving through Kentucky, who's in that area and needs a little refuge, needs a place to rest. And brother, that'd be amazing to come out and take a night to rest, maybe even on the way down. Let's chat about that a little bit more. And in the Discord, we'll have a conversation between me, you, and W. I want to go see W. We'll see how it plays out with the obligations I have going on in Georgia, which I think is okay for now. And yes, that's a beautiful offer, Tree Farmer. You're a beautiful human being and a solid member of this community. And my heart is with you for the car giveaway. Like I said, we just got to get time, man. And I got to not put the pressure on myself that comes along with me doing it all right now, right? And the pressure that comes on myself about money, right? Because money will add a lot of stress and anger. That was part of it last night. Was money's dwindling, right? And I got this money set aside that I was able to set aside because of a trailer that I got, because I painted a house for a friend and they wanted to help me out, and I had to let that dream go for the moment. Yeah, slow and steady, nice and easy, and stop worrying about all the little things. It's gonna work out. I'm almost sure of it. I'm making a whimer. I'm glad that you guys are chatting. There's always windows that need cleaned. If you're trying a business and a big window, yeah, big euros and cleaning windows. That's the thing too. If I had a power washer, I could just knock doors and power wash houses, wash windows, stuff like that. I have a 10-ton hydraulic dump truck. I don't have a truck to pull it, but I will deliver offer if wait. I have a 10-ton hydraulic pump trailer. I just don't have a truck to pull it, but I will definitely offer it for use if anyone is in need. Hydraulic dump trailer. Okay, all right, yeah. So here's the thing. Maybe we could do some clean outs in the area, and once I get a vehicle that could pull that might be something that we could utilize to do the next right thing. Maybe we could use it in Tennessee at the compound to help, load and unload things that need to be moved around. We got some clearing the property. We got some work to be done out there at the compound. So, as Misled Utopia plans on moving out there, and that's awesome, brother. Because what's mine is yours to a certain extent when it comes to us being neighbors, right? Um, and maybe that too. Maybe rent out the hydraulic dump trailer. I don't know how realistic that would be when it comes to trusting people. Even if you put out there on like your YouTube channel or Facebook or this and that, we got this hydraulic pump trailer that you can rent that I come with when you rent it, and just ride along with whoever rents it for $100. They can use the hydraulic dump trailer and you can kind of go along for the day, make $100. It's finding these people. It's finding the avenue that's a struggle at times, and that's it too. I thought that starting this understanding of doing the next right thing. I thought we'd be bombarded with people that need help, and we wouldn't be able to help them all. But I'm struggling to find people that'll open up and accept help and ask for help, and that's just the way the world is. Um, just know that if anybody out there needs help, you won't be put on blast. That's absolutely the plan, and there's a big cash for it. Just strong backs. You can move anything, running things from the dump, clean up, move out people, cars, whatever you want. Maybe we could find some clean outs up there somehow, in Tennessee, and I could help you do some clean outs with it once I get a vehicle that'll pull it, because hopefully I'll get a van or something that'll pull something like that. Would be absolutely amazing. We're gonna call it a little bit today. We're gonna call it today. I found my center. I found the peace in the struggle today, having this conversation with you, and I appreciate you deeply for that. I highly recommend you go out there in the world and do the next right thing. That you admit to yourself that this struggle that you're going through is going to help you become stronger. That you find the strength to push through the struggle and be the buffalo. Find your way on the other side of the storm. I love you all deeply, and I look forward to speaking to you again very soon. I'm just going to get out there and do what I got to do today. So with that being said, I'm off like a herd of turtles. Look forward to seeing you soon. I'll keep you updated on what the game plan is.